ESPN 93.5.
Well, if it isn't our good friend, parenting specialist, Maria Lucé. How are you?
My favorite way to start a Monday with you, Stevie J.
It is a pleasure having you on. I just got onto a, would you call it a diatribe? I'm not sure what you'd call it, but I was informing parents that don't know about grinding at dances. Do you know what that is?
Oh, my God. You know what I say? You know, I'm from the South. Leave enough room between you for Jesus.
There's a text in saying how disgusting when we were bringing up this topic. Time for adults to act like adults and guide the students if they're chaperones. I'm sure Sister Mary Roberts of St. Mary's School would have guided us appropriately.
Well, you can't, Maria, there are certain things that are acceptable, and if you don't know what grinding is, look it up and think about your 15-year-old doing that. It's wrong.
And I thought they were at least facing each other. I didn't know the girls bending over in front of the boy.
No, there's all kinds of turned around, and
it's terrible.
It's all kinds of messed up.
It's embarrassing for whatever reason. Some administrations and teachers and chaperones, they just let it go.
Because everybody's doing it.
Well, you walk out in the middle of it and you turn the music off. I'm serious. That's what I would do.
So many different schools are up in arms about this, but everybody
you stop
doing
it. But Maria, it's such a cop-out. If any administration can't stop it, then they're not being an administration. You stop
and
that
here's the
dancing.
deal. Come on, when we were at our high school dances, we may have been dancing. We weren't full-on grinding and being in a stripper joint out on the high school dance floor. Come on.
Well, maybe that's a good idea. Why don't you put some poles down? I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. It's one of those very easy topics that I could rail on for about 2 hours. It gets down to the line of right and wrong. There is good, there is bad. You can't just say, it's just what they do. It's such a ridiculous, mishy-mashy, milquetoast. Come on, grow some backbone.
Yes, cojones. There you go.
I wasn't going to say
Just
that.
not on the dance floor.
It's Maria Lucé. You were going to talk about spanking.
Spanking.
That's not really...
Right. Kind of a weird transition
Well,
there.
that's,
That segue could have gone a lot of different ways.
Yeah, okay, so corporal punishment, I don't think that people have determined that's a good idea, even though a whole bunch of folks are spanked.
I mean, listen... If my parents, and probably all of our parents were listening, they'd be like, wait, what, there's an option? Right. But here's the deal, in all honesty. Okay, as I've told y'all, I have 3 boys within 21 months.
Yeah.
Yes, do the math. There's twins in there.
Yeah.
And I believe, I grew up military, which didn't mean we got, slammed or hit, but there was some, physical discipline in there. I wouldn't even call it abusive, even as an adult. However, when my boys were all toddlers and it was all, the witching hour and the dogs are barking and, dinner and they're all crying, including myself, and everything's happening, I think there's a difference between spanking or when I've told a toddler 7 times, which is too many times, or 3 times to stop doing something, and I walk up to him and I just give him a little pop of attention.
Yeah.
That's different to me than, the school board of education back in the day, spanking, or leaving a handprint or over and over spanking.
Right.
So I think a little bit of discipline and a little pop or a pop of attention is not bad, in my opinion.
I just, again, I don't think, wait till dad's home, you're going to get a whooping. I know, again, older generations did that because, they spare the rod and you ruin the child or whatever the saying is. So I understand if you let them go, they go and grind. No, I mean, listen, you've got to be, I'm not sure it works. I was never hit. It doesn't mean, right or wrong. I've never hit my kids. I've grabbed an arm or two, but it's just, again, I don't know. I was never convinced it was effective. It teaches them that in some cases you get the heck beat out of you, and that must do it. So I'm going to do that to my kid. I just don't know if the effectiveness, discipline you have to have. I'm not sure you have to
Well,
whack.
it's like this. I mean, it's like if I Okay, so if one of my boys were to have hit their brother, okay, or whatever, or pushed him or whatever, and I walk over and I hit him, spank him, say, bam, stop hitting your brother.
Yeah, right, that's true. Yeah.
How much sense does that make?
Let me hit your brother for you. But you stop it.
Yes,
but I'll do it.
Let me hit you so you don't ever hit your brother.
I've never been convinced it works. I think there's plenty of ways to do discipline without physically hitting.
What is that? Give us some ideas of
timeout, eye contact.
Timeout. And can we just stay on the timeout?
Yeah.
I have many a time had to take a mommy timeout. And that's not just when I'm going to get a glass of wine.
No, you're right. There's no good point.
I mean, it is when I have to literally walk away. Because here's the problem. If you want to nurture positive children and teach their behaviors, and this is the hardest thing to do, easiest thing to say, hardest thing to do, when all blank is breaking loose and you are literally at your wit's end and you are fuming and you want to react, if you punish out of anger, you are reacting and you are teaching those behaviors to your children.
Yep. No,
if you can walk away, and this is in all honesty, because we all know, anybody that's out there that's parents that have been in the mix of it, it's very easy to say this.
Yes.
But literally, I have said I have to walk away. The kids sometimes would be looking at me, the pasta's boiling over on the stovetop, and I'm like, I have to go sit because I'm about to lose it.
Yep. Nope, you're right. That's very real. You're right. Good point.
You want to come back in and be empowered.
The mom and dad need a timeout. No question about it, because, again, you can get really mad, and I've been there too. There's no doubt about it. But to be able to, to do the timeouts, you we're not going to do this, and you get down at their level, and you just make it very, very firm. But, there's ways to do it, but it's again, it's a lot easier said than done. It really, really is. It's difficult.
It is, and it's a way of empowering. But as the empowered mom, I always say, there's no perfect mom, there's no perfect dad. There's the empowered mom, there's the empowered dad, and there are ways for you that are very tactical, that are practical, that you have to practice. They're tools in our toolbox of parenting.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
We just got to do our best every day. I think hitting someone and then telling them not to hit is not the answer.
No, I agree with that. Maria Lucé, Luce, how do we get the empowered mom?
Find me at the Empowered Mom page on Facebook, the Empowered Mom Twitter, the Empowered Mom Instagram, theempoweredmom.com.
And
everywhere.
Grinding bad, empowered mom good. Hey, listen.
We're going to grind good for a Monday today. How about that?
We appreciate all you do and love having you on the program.
Happy Monday.
Thank you, Maria Lucé, parenting specialist. That was good timing.